Hi guys, my name is Troy, this is Glide, and today we are talking about the Kingsnake. Let's get into it. Recently I made a video about the top 3 best pet snakes for beginners, and kingsnakes are one of them. Native to North America, kingsnakes can be found across the United States and Mexico, and they live in a very wide variety of habitats, from rocky grasslands to swamps, and that is why they are so hardy and adaptable in captivity. Where are you going? They get the name king snake because in the wild they are known for eating other snakes too. And yes, also venomous snakes such as rattlesnake, cottonmouth, copperheads. But that is none of your problem because you are not going to keep a king snake in the same enclosure with a venomous snake. And especially you are not going to keep a king snake in the same enclosure with a non-venomous snake unless the other snake is supposed to be the male. Now, king snakes can vary between 3 and 6 feet in length depending on which king snakes you are looking to get. A California king snake gets between 3 and 4 feet, maximum 5 feet. A Brooks king snake gets between 4 and 6 feet maximum. Anyway, the bare minimum for a king snake is a 4 by 2 by 2 enclosure. Now, king snakes, they like to explore, and be careful what kind of enclosure you are going to use. If you're going to use one of those glass enclosures with the net lid on top, be careful because at times they can just push that lid up a little bit and escape because they love to explore, and it's going to be really hard to find them. For example, my ball python once escaped her old enclosures, and we found her right under that bookshelf behind me. And that happened a couple of times in the past. With king snake, it's going to be more difficult. Sometimes you won't just find the snake anymore. And on that note, because they love to explore, you need a minimum of 2 hides, one on the cool side, one on the warm side, but also you need a lot more than that. Given that they come from all kinds of habitats, like they love to climb, but they also love to dig under the substrate a little bit. For example, if you are going for a bioactive enclosure, just be careful because your live plants are at risk. King snakes can dig into the roots sometimes, and that can kill the plant. Other than that, fake plants, bandy hides, coconut hides, have fun as much as you want, they will love it. Give them space to climb because that's very important. A water ball that's big enough for them to curl into when they need more humidity, and you're all good to go. When it comes to substrate, you will need something that holds up humidity without rotting. So coconut fibers, husband, bark chips, they are all good for your king snake. And the humidity level your king snake needs is between 40 and 60% on average. To keep your humidity levels in check, you can buy an hygrometer. The one you see here is the one I'm using for my ball python. And what I do is that every time the humidity level goes below the minimum requested for a ball python, I just spray water on the substrate inside the enclosure to help bringing the humidity level back up. King snake usually needs a warm side between 26 degrees Celsius and 31 degrees Celsius, and a cool side between 21 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius, which is usually room temperature. And you can achieve this by plugging your heat lamp or heat mat into a thermostat, so you can keep your snake safe from burning and the temperature will always be right. They do not necessarily need a UVB light, but because in nature they end up being under the sun sometimes throughout the day, a low-level UVB could be beneficial, and it also helps mimic the day and night cycle. I know I have mentioned that in nature king snakes they eat other snakes too. In captivity though, a diet of frozen rats, mice will do, and you can vary it by adding chicks and quails. And they need to be fed once a week, which I think is a great schedule for a first-time snake owner. So, king snakes, they live up to 20 years if kept in really good condition. And when it comes to handling, they are usually fine, but sometimes they like to bite you. They are completely non-venomous, which means that nothing bad will happen to you other than just like drawing some blood. And if they feel threatened, they may discharge a bit of liquid from their cloaca, which is very stinky, so you may just wanna make sure you wash your hands properly if that will happen. Other than that, if you get a juvenile that gets used to you handling them, you will be totally fine eventually. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video was useful to you, and if I missed something, please let me know in the comments below. And if you are thinking to buy a king snake, let me know how that goes, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!